Kitkatscanread. Hey guys, it's Casey. Welcome to another video. Today I am filming for you guys my February wrap up. All of the books that I read in the month of February. I'm going to give you a brief description on the book, what I thought about the book, and a final rating for you guys. If I have done a review, I will link it down below in the description for you. So the first book that I read in the month of February was The Suitcase Kid by Jacqueline Wilson. So I read this when I was way young. So it's been years. Let's just say that. It's been a while. And so, you know, rereading this and trying to remember it. I remember the rabbit, but like I don't remember like anything else. So it was really interesting to reread this. This is the story about a girl called Andy. She has a rabbit called Radish. It's like a little toy rabbit that she just takes with her, and her mum and dad are splitting up. So she bounces between her mum's house and where her dad lives with his new partner, and they both have new partners. The partners have their own kids, so it's like learning to stay at one place, getting on with the kids there and everything, and then the other place, and then going on her own adventure with Radish and finding a mulberry tree, and like playing with the tree and stuff, and so like escaping from the moving to go to that place. And yeah, it was really sweet actually. I quite enjoyed reading this and going through it. It was a real quick read to go through and to like remember it all over again. Very nostalgic and sentimental. It's really sweet, and I feel like children would still enjoy this book. I mean, this book was published, I'm talking years ago. This actual book here says it was published in 1992, so I was 2 years old when this book actually first came out. But I remember reading it as like probably like a 7-8 year old or something like that. Jacqueline Wilson was like my queen when I was younger. So yeah, a really enjoyable book. And after doing core pile, I gave it a 4 out of 5 Kit Kats. Like after going through, there were a lot of 9s across the board and 1 8. I gave it 8 for characters and 9 for the rest of them, for atmosphere, writing, plot, intrigue, logic and enjoyment. And yeah, it's got 4 out of 5 Kit Kats for me, which is a really good rating, and I really enjoyed it. Next of all, I reread the Dolphin Diaries second book, which is Touching the Waves, and this is by Lucy Daniels. I read this for Polathon for the prompt of the cold waters. Obviously there's water in this. So this is about a girl called Jodie, and she goes along with her parents who are marine biologists, and in each and every one of the books there's a little marine life adventure. So in the first book we had a dolphin called Apollo, that Jodie named Apollo, and then there was a school of dolphins, and in this one they are going to a place where they teach disabled people how to work with dolphins. Like the dolphins like help the disabled people, kind of like they're like swimming, and they're swimming with dolphins, and it's really cute and really sweet, and I was just like, that is awesome. So yeah, it's literally about that, and it's really cool just like learning all about it and everything. So I did really enjoy reading this. I mean, I reread this again years ago when I was literally like probably like 11 or 12 or something like that. I just remember reading them way back when I was just reading all the Animal Up books. I was really obsessed. But I love dolphins so much. They are my favourite animal, and I just love them so much. When I went to Benidorm, I just like fell in love with the dolphin show so much that I completely forgot I was ill. That's how much I really enjoyed the dolphin show, and I just love learning about dolphins and just reading about them in a book. I'm just like it's so cute, so cute. Perfect for children who love animals, who love dolphins. This, you know, it doesn't write like it's an old book. It doesn't write like it was published like in the 2000s or whatever. Like it just is, you know, it's brilliant. So this book, after core pile, I gave 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. So there were a lot of 10s across the board. I gave 9 for characters and then 10 for like everything else. Really enjoyable. I just loved it so much. Then I read This Is Bind Up High Stakes, which is the second book in this bind-up. This is book number 2 in the Mediator series. This is about Susanna Simon. She is a mediator. She can see ghosts. Her job is to help the ghosts pass to the afterlife. Like people that have their unfinished business, she has to help them find the unfinished business and go off to the other side. Unfortunately, along the way, she does encounter like evil spirits or, you know, revengeful spirits or, you know, poltergeists and whatever. So sometimes she has to like kick butt a bit or get herself out of situations where she might get injured and so on and so forth. So she's a very, very feisty character. She's very similar to Rose from the Vampire Academy series, has that real sort of like spunk about her. Really funny. She lives with her mum and her mum's partner and his step kids. So there's 3. There's she calls them Dog, Sleepy and Dopey, but they do actually have like main names, but she literally calls them by those nicknames. So yeah, in this story she literally has to help this spirit by giving a message to another spirit. She literally receives a message from someone saying like, can you tell this person this? And so she has to find out who this person is because she's not been given any clues whatsoever. And so she has to figure out, and she thinks she's got the right person and then she doesn't, and then like along the way it's just like she finds something else out that she shouldn't have done. And yeah, it's really cool. It's really awesome. I love this series so much. This is actually a reread for me as well. I read this series years ago, but oh man, I loved it. I read it as a teenager and I never read the final book. And also since then, like a few years ago, they did release another Mediator book and I'm like, oh my god. So yeah, like this series is so good. Like I totally recommend it. It's so good. It's so funny. If you like paranormal books, there's a hot ghost that lives in Susanna's bedroom and they work together. Like they literally work together. Like in this book, the first book is where she first meets him, but in this book they like work together to help this, you know, woman pass on this message. So, and in the end, when you find out like who the message was meant to be for, you're like, oh my god, it's pretty cool. So yeah, I really enjoyed this second book, just the characters and everything. So for High Stakes, there were, so I gave 10 for characters, 9 for atmosphere, 10 for writing, 9 for plot, 10 for intrigue, 10 for logic and 10 for enjoyment, and it came out as 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. I totally recommend it. The final book that I read in the month of February was Always and Forever Lara Jean by Jenny Han. This is the final book that's in the Lara Jean trilogy. I watched the movie before this, so I kind of got spoiled on what went on. Normally I read the book first before the movie, but I had COVID and I was just like, I really don't care. Like, I want a good movie to make me feel good. I did watch the second movie. I rewatched it. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to watch the third one now. I loved the third movie so much. There are similarities and differences between the movie and the book. Certain things happen in the movie that don't happen in the book and vice versa. But when similar things happen, you're like, oh my god, like I remember this in the movie. It does still have that cute and sweet sentimental feeling throughout this book. So basically I'll give you the synopsis of the first bit because this is the third and final book, and all I can say in this one really without spoiling is that this is where they are deciding what college to go to and being accepted in a college and, you know, going on from there. So basically in the first book, Lara Jean has a hat box, and in the hat box she has about 5 love letters that she basically wrote down her feelings when she had like a big feeling of like she loved somebody like back in school. So it was like 5 kids from her school and she wrote them as a letter and then put them in the hat box to like hide away. And then one day the letters get posted out and suddenly the 5 people are responding to the letters. And so in a crazy attempt to hide from one of the letters that was sent to her sister's boyfriend, Josh, she fake dates Peter. And Peter, in trying to get back at Genevieve, his ex, goes along with the fake dating as well. And so it's like a whole book of like the fake dating of them two. And Peter was another one that received the letter. But yeah, it's really good. It's really cute. You should watch all the movies. It's just brilliant. And yeah, Lana Condor is just amazing as Lana. And yeah, so this book, yeah, colleges and everything. It's about finding yourself, sort of finding the college that you love, believe in yourself. There's so many like college choices throughout this, and it's just about thinking about your future. It's really, really future focused, educational focused, and relationship focused. So it's about like the friends that you'll distance from, because of college, and also with relationships as well. It's really beautiful and sweet. I really liked how it ended. It was just really sort of like adorable. Everybody should just read this trilogy if you really want some really cute, fluffy, contemporary reads. It's really good. And obviously it's got Korean rap as well. The main character's Korean, her sisters are Korean, so yeah, and her mum was Korean as well, but the dad is American, I believe. So yeah, for this one I gave characters 9, atmosphere 9, writing 10, plot 10, intrigue 10, logic 10, and enjoyment 10, and it came out as 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. But yeah, it feels right because I really, really enjoyed this book. And there you have it. These are the 4 books that I read in the month of February. I'm happy with 4 because it means like 1 book a week, which, all things considered, that I had glandular fever, then had COVID and recovered from COVID, like recovering from COVID because I still am, then you know what, it doesn't matter. I mean, I mostly listened to this on audiobook. The rest of them I kind of like physically read slash listened to on audiobook. I kind of listened to this one on audiobook, but the other ones I was able to physically read because they were at the beginning of the month, but the last end of the month it sucked so much. But thank God for audiobooks because I would have read this otherwise. But yeah, all things considered, 4 is really good for me. I used to read like 15, 12, 1 month I read 20 books, like, but 4 is pretty good because, like I say, it's like 1 a week. So that is my February wrap up. Let me know if you've read any of these books down below in the comments, and also let me know how you guys did for the month of February as well. If you've got a video you've done, you can link it down below and I'll check it out because I always like watching people's wrap up videos and stuff. But yeah, if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. All of my social media links, as always, are linked down below in the description if you'd like to follow me elsewhere: Twitter, Instagram, Goodreads, my Amazon wishlist there if you'd like to see what books I'm at. I've got a gaming channel down below, a personal blog, and so on and so forth. But yeah, if you'd like to be friends, it's all down below for you to check out. And yeah, thank you so much for watching my video as always. Keep smiling, keep reading, be happy, and most importantly, please stay safe. My name is Katie and I will see all of you wonderful, awesome people in my next video. Bye!